The night was quiet when Evan Hale closed his workshop. The sky above the desert town was dark and empty until a sudden flash broke the silence. A blue light fell from the sky like a dying star, landing behind the hills with a loud crash. Evan froze. He had seen meteors before. This was not a meteor. A strange fear and curiosity pulled him forward. He grabbed his flashlight and began to walk toward the hills. Every step felt heavier than the last, as if the desert itself was warning him. When he reached the crash site, his heart started racing. A small silver escape pod lay half buried in the sand. Smoke rose from its sides. Strange symbols glowed on its surface, symbols not from Earth. Then he heard a sound. A soft cry. A voice filled with pain. He moved closer. The pod door hissed open. And an alien woman fell into the sand. She was trembling. Her skin glowed faintly violet. Her eyes, large, silver, and afraid, searched the dark like she expected death to follow her. She looked young. Hurt. Terrified. When she saw Evan, she lifted her hands slowly, as if surrendering. "Please," she whispered. "Do not give me to them. Hide me. Help me. I beg you." Evan stepped back, shocked. "What? Who are you?" But she collapsed into him, shaking. "They are hunting me," she said. "Please. I will do anything, just hide me." This was the moment that changed everything. Evan carried her inside his workshop. She was light, weaker than he expected. He laid her on a table and looked at her injuries. She was bleeding a blue liquid, glowing softly in the dark. He wrapped her wound with cloth. She winced. "Thank you. What's your name?" Evan asked. "Sarah." He gave her water. She drank it desperately. Sarah looked around the room, scared. "They will come soon. Soldiers. Hunters. Killers. Why are they after you?" Evan asked. Sarah shook her head. "Because I escaped." Before he could ask more, a deep rumble shook the ground. Evan looked outside the window, and his blood ran cold. 3 dark shapes were falling from the sky. Ships. Black and sharp like blades. Sarah grabbed his hand tight. "It is them," she whispered. "If they find me, they will kill you too." Evan felt fear, but something inside him refused to walk away from someone begging for help. His father had always told him, if a life asks you for protection, you do not turn away. "Come on," Evan said. "We need to hide you." He took her to an old storage room under the workshop, a place no one visited. He laid her on a bed of old blankets. But Sarah grabbed his arm suddenly. "Wait," she said. "Before you help me, you must know something." Her voice changed, soft, serious, emotional. "In my culture," she said, "when someone saves a life, that life becomes bonded to theirs." Evan blinked. "Bonded? What does that mean?" Sarah swallowed, nervous. "It means I belong to you now. My life, my loyalty, even my heart. It is called the Korra Pact." Evan was shock frozen. "What? No, you don't owe me anything." But Sarah shook her head firmly. "This is my law. My honor. If you hide me, if you protect me, I will give you my vow. My strength. My future. Everything." Her silver eyes met his. "I offer myself to you, Evan. A life bond. Forever." He felt his chest tighten. He had never expected anything like this. He had only wanted to help someone in danger. "You don't have to offer me anything," he said gently. "I'm helping you because it's the right thing to do." Sarah looked at him with surprise and something like admiration. No human has ever refused such a vow. "Well," Evan said, "you haven't met the right humans." For the first time, she smiled. And that smile alone made every risk worth it. Suddenly, a loud explosion shook the ground. Evan ran upstairs. 3 tall soldiers were marching toward his workshop. They were not human. Their armor glowed red. Their faces were hidden behind dark masks. One of them spoke with a metallic voice. "We scan an escape pod. Fugitive is near. Search every structure." Evan forced himself to stay calm. He stepped outside as they reached his door. One soldier leaned close to his face. "You! Human! Have you seen anything fall from the sky?" Evan thought fast. He pointed toward the far dunes. "Yeah. Something crashed that way. Big smoke. Looked like a ship." The soldiers looked where he pointed. "Search that direction," the leader ordered. But before leaving, the soldier grabbed Evan's shoulder. "If you hide the fugitive, we will burn everything you love." Then they turned and marched toward the dunes. Evan waited until they were far away. Then he ran downstairs. Sarah stood up when he entered. She looked scared but determined. "They questioned you?" "Yes," Evan said, catching his breath. "I lied. I sent them away." She looked at him for a long moment, and her eyes softened with something deep. "You risked yourself, for me." "It's okay," Evan said. "I'm not going to let them take you." Sarah hesitated, then lifted her hand. "Then you must know the truth." Before Evan could react, glowing patterns appeared on her skin and lines of blue light running across her arms, neck, and face. "I am not only a fugitive," she said. "I am the last daughter of the Valyrian royal house." Evan stared. "A princess?" Sarah nodded slowly. "I escaped my world because my uncle seized power. He killed my family. I am the last heir. If he captures me, he will erase our bloodline forever." Evan felt the weight of her words. "You're not safe here," he said. "We need a better plan." But Sarah shook her head. "There's only one plan: survive until dawn. At sunrise, my ally ship will come for me. If we live that long, I will be safe." Evan looked outside. Midnight. 6 hours. He had to protect her for 6 hours. For the next hour, Evan and Sarah hid in silence. But the ground trembled again. This time louder. "Closer. The soldiers are coming back," Sarah whispered. Evan peeked through the window. Not 3 soldiers. 9. 9 armored aliens walking toward his workshop. He felt fear, but he also felt something stronger. Responsibility. He turned to Sarah. "Stay hidden. No matter what happens." But Sarah shook her head. "No. I will not let you stand alone." She lifted her hands. The glowing lines on her skin became brighter. "What is that?" Evan whispered. "My power," Sarah said. "As a royal Valyrian, I carry the Astrapulse inside me. It can protect us, but it drains my life energy." Evan shook his head. "No. You're already hurt. Don't use it." But she gave him a soft smile. "You saved my life. Now let me save yours." The soldiers kicked open the workshop door. "Surrender the fugitive." Evan stepped forward, blocking their path. "There's no one here," he said calmly. The leader raised a weapon. "You lied to us once. You won't get another chance." Just then, a blinding blue wave burst from behind Evan. Sarah stepped out, glowing like a star. "Leave him alone," she said, her voice echoing with power. The soldiers staggered back, shields cracking. Evan watched in shock as Sarah used the Astrapulse, blue energy swirling around her. But with each pulse, she grew weaker. He grabbed her arm. "Sarah, stop. You'll kill yourself." She gave him a trembling smile. "A life bond means I protect you. Always." One soldier broke through the blast and charged. Evan acted without thinking. He swung a metal rod, hitting the soldier in the helmet. The alien fell backward. Another soldier aimed a weapon at Evan. Sarah threw herself in front of him and released a final energy pulse, massive, bright, and powerful. The soldiers were thrown into the sand, unconscious. But Sarah collapsed too. Evan caught her before she hit the ground. "Sarah! Hey, stay with me." Her voice was weak. "I used too much energy. I am sorry." "Don't apologize," Evan said. "You saved my life." Evan carried her outside. The sky was turning orange. Sarah could barely keep her eyes open. "My allies, they are coming." Evan looked up. A bright silver ship was descending from the morning sky. A group of Valyrian soldiers ran out, rushing to Sarah. One of them bowed deeply to Evan. "You saved our princess. Her life and our future belongs to you." Sarah touched Evan's hand weakly. "I meant what I said," she whispered. "My vow, my heart, is yours." Evan felt something warm inside him. "Will I see you again?" he asked. She smiled softly. "You saved me. You fought for me. And you gave me hope." Sarah squeezed his hand. "I will come back for you. Evan Hale." The soldiers carried her into the ship. The doors closed. And the ship rose into the sky. Evan watched it until it became a small star. His life had changed forever.